call me a racist?
Oh my God! It is episode 74.
74.
74 of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah. No. Holy shit, dude! Episode 74, and here we are. We have joining us a good friend of ours, very funny comedian, Grant Moore. Everybody,
Grant Moore.
Sweet.
Yes.
For Grant Moore.
Thanks for
Sweet
coming
things
on,
to
Grant.
say.
I like
It's a
how we
pleasure.
kind of, when you said good friend, we all looked at each other like, yes.
How can we hang out
Yeah,
when we see each other?
Yeah.
He's a good friend. I've never said a bad thing about you. Is
That's
what I
really?
meant by good friend. Yes.
Oh.
I don't think I ever have.
It's hard too. It's hard to say anything bad about
Oh,
Grant.
you guys. Come on.
Unless this episode sucks, then fucking don't have Grant on your
I
fucking
don't know.
pod.
I feel
dude.
pressure. It seems like
No, dude,
you guys got quite a system. You got it down. You're in the van.
you came in here. You gave me my van compliments. I appreciate
I'm
it,
telling
man.
The
you,
only-
it's so sweet.
Well, thank you. I can't really, but thank you, Grant. But the only bad thing I could think to say about you is I recently heard that you have IBS.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
What a flawless segue.
I mean, he was about to compliment my van.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, you shut
I hear you
up.
shit your pants. Yes, thank you for bringing
Sorry
my
for-
medical condition
Sorry
into the
for
light.
burying the lead.
Okay,
be fair,
so you want me to talk about shitting my
to be
pants?
fair, no. I guess what
You guys are just using me.
yeah
my
for the
poopy pants
for the shit
stories?
stories. Yeah,
There's not a dearth.
yeah.
No, dude.
Well,
You
yeah.
camp a lot? I mean, we're talking about.
Dude,
camping.
I camped for 60 days straight one time
No way, dude. Where?
in Chile and Patagonia.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
It was part of like a
In the brand?
gap year program.
in the mall?
I was inside the mall.
In Patagonia
Yeah,
store.
I was in like 8 parkas sweating.
No, holy shit, dude. Tell us about how did that come to happen?
Well, basically my parents are doctors,
Okay.
and so I grew up, pretty upper middle class.
Nice.
And when you're a loser who doesn't know what they want to do after high school, and your parents have money, you do this thing called a gap year, and a gap year program is pretty much you just going to a foreign country.
And you went to Chile for fucking
Yeah.
6. Well, I mean, dude, I just drank for fucking.
I
Well,
probably
that's
would've
because
done
your
that-
parents weren't doctors.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true,
it's
actually.
Yeah.
it's a
Well-
privilege, but there's this
Yeah.
program called NOLS, the outdoor National Outdoor Leadership School, that
Okay.
takes kids into the wilderness and teaches them how to like lead people in austere environments.
Now, what's the most interesting thing you learned about this?
I mean, honestly, how long you can go. First of all, shitting in the woods is almost better than pissing in the woods. There's something very like nice about like you wake up in the morning, you head out with your shovel and your bottle of
Nah,
water.
yes, like an
You-
event.
You find a good view. And
Oh,
you're,
wow.
like, in between 2 trees, you're looking up at a mountain, and you're just putting heat into the ground.
Oh, beautiful.
And
You're
then it kind
giving
of
back.
swells up.
Yeah, and then you learn to you learn to clean your ass with your water bottle.
All the
How?
shits.
How's
All the
this?
shits I've taken in the
you
woods.
do
have
like a
been
headstand.
terrible,
You could
but-
do like a backcountry bidet, which is where you stand like this and you pour it down like a waterfall.
Oh, and that
and you
works
kind of work it out
with your
hands.
hand.
And then some people they just do cups, and so they wipe cup.
I gotta start doing that in
And
here.
then you wash your hands.
Oh wow.
It's fucking. I shit in So there were these big growths all over the kind of mountain plain that we were on,
Right.
and there were these big, beautiful, like they looked like mushrooms from Mario Kart, but like the fucking this big.
They're like red. Like
We were jumping on them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. There's some type of moss. And then one day I got this great idea. I'm like, oh, that would make a fucking awesome toilet.
Oh yeah.
And so I went away from where we were camping. I picked one. This might be illegal. You guys might actually have to not remove this. But I picked the dug a little hole out.
Yeah.
It came out like a fucking cork. Put it on the ground. Took the most glorious shit. I have pictures, a selfie somewhere.
Oh,
You can see
beautiful.
mountains in the background.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I put it back on and I went and I talked to my instructor. I'm like, yeah, I just shit in one of those things. And they go, those take like 100 years to grow.
Oh.
Those are like sick, you can't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that
shit.
anymore.
Oh
And
man.
I got in trouble.
Damn, dude.
At least you got to do it one time.
One time out of the
Hey,
60.
ignorance is bliss.
It was dude, I wish I could show you this picture. If I find it, I'll send it to you. Maybe you can put it up.
We'll
Yeah,
put it up
dude.
at the beginning.
But
Yeah.
it's just me and it's like sundown. There's
Wow,
mountains. It's
beautiful.
like a fucking shooting thing, and then I'm just dumping a load into like a fossil, essentially.
Then it probably grew to be stronger and better than ever.
Yeah.
No,
It's just
my
a
shit's
it's a
done.
Grant shroom.
It just goes to
The
yeah.
size of me.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah.
like you. People are like praying to it. They're like, it's an
It's
angel.
better at comedy.
Yeah, how shitty, huh? If like a fucking if there's like a thing, like a spiritual thing that came to life, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
With clones.
and it started doing stand up.
Can you imagine if your clone was funnier than you?
Oh no, dude, I can't imagine.
What would that do?
No, dude, nothing.
Now,
That's
so
quit.
if I was could I get cloned right now, or
They-
would it have
As
to
you
be?
are now?
Would it have to be from birth?
It would be from birth, right? Because they're
Like
doing
if
it.
you don't have a
I don't
clone,
think
you're
this
not.
is the group of people to ask.
I
The-
thought maybe you. I know he. I would never talk about this with him. But I thought maybe you might know
I don't know.
What would you
the-
think he would know?
The
And not me.
because his parents are upper middle class. Frankie. We're talking to the son of a doctor here.
Well, I mean,
Two doctors.
Two doctors.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't know
I-
your parents were doctors.
Yeah, no, it's very.
I have read-
unlikable.
Yeah.
I've had read 3 books on cloning, but that's fine, dude. I'll tell
Well,
you.
then tell me, asshole.
No, now you don't get to know. I
Are
had,
there 3 full books on cloning?
I had a whole cloning phase in high school, dude. It was really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I
Man,
wish there was
I
a
would
Frankie
love to
clone.
hear
I would
about
rather
that.
hang out with that guy.
That was a lie. Wait, dude. So, would you for food? You guys would go around hunting?
We would get drop-offs, or we would.
Oh.
So let me finish.
All
Let me
right. What
finish.
the fuck? It's the U.S.
We're
military.
camping. Fucking
Yeah,
helicopter.
Just
Let
drop
me
it off.
finish.
Look at
It's not as cool as.
What
it
are we eating today? It's McDonald's. Just, oh wow! Oh, I said no pickles.
They make you feel like you caught it. Like,
Yeah, cheese,
Yeah,
a can
yeah,
of
yeah.
peanut butter.
they put it in the middle of the
water.
woods. Yeah.
Yeah, someone's at the entire fishing. There.
Ooh, get it, Grant. They like snipe hunting when you're a kid. And
Chris, stop shitting on the food.
All right, you had your fun.
All
Sorry,
right.
so
no,
the-
what's
just
the real thing?
Yeah,
what's the
this-
real
No,
thing?
you basically like you either do a loop as your thing, so you can come back and then hit another area, or you pay like a local people to come and drop it off. Not like I don't know.
Uber Eats. Frankie brings it in the van.
They come on those. They come on the electric bicycles through the mountains.
Yeah, those things on their handlebars.
They
Yeah.
with their phone the whole time in the woods. 374.
Lithium.
Dude, wow. So this went on
It's
for
killing the
This
rainforest.
went on for 60 days.
The longest period without like coming back to like a base camp was 60 days.
When was this? Like 2011, 2012?
2016.
16. Did you have your phone with you at all?
No, that was one of their biggest rules. No drugs, no phones.
Did you
Hmm.
graduate high school in 2015?
Yeah.
You did.
I'm old.
That's when I graduated, and
Oh, you're old.
You're older than I am. Aren't you 28?
I'm 27 in a week.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
You made it
I'm
this
not
far.
throwing a party or anything.
Uh,
so.
Well, I wasn't gonna go.
Yeah, no, you weren't going to. That's
Yeah.
why. You weren't invited.
He is having a party.
He is doing a party. He is doing a party.
I don't like how everybody's being mean to me in my fucking room.
Yeah. How do you think I feel every day?
Yeah. You're sitting on my fucking bed couch. And you're sitting on my toilet stool, dude. You guys fucking tone it down.
Yeah.
Assholes.
I'm all high and mighty on
It's the
thing
wheel
you're
hub.
pooping to.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
the mental thing of him sitting on the wheel hub. We're like, who the
It
fuck
is,
are
yeah.
you?
No,
I'm
very
wearing-
gracious of you. To
I'm wearing
take
a
the wheel
bald
hub.
cap.
Yeah.
What was that project? No, the one where they fucking made. They got like a bunch of people. It was like a university did it, and they made a bunch of them.
The Stanford prison experiment.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
They made them wear like bald caps and shit, right?
Who,
They
the
made
guards?
wear bald
No, the
caps?
prisoners.
Oh,
They made 'em-
So they were like ugly.
yeah, they made them like shape, like put on bald caps
Interesting.
to make them
To-
less respected.
to make them all not have an identity, to make them look the same.
Oh.
To make them all look like Ethan.
Ethan or Schmidt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we haven't had an Ethan though.
They kind of like the military thing to make us a unit. Like to Take away your identity
like
a little
the
bit.
idea behind not costumes, but things in Catholic school where they have to wear the same thing. What's that called?
I don't know.
a uniform.
Yeah, uniform.
Yeah, I went to Catholic school. We just
Did
called
you
it.
really?
Yeah.
You,
No,
ugly kid.
I was not one of the chosen people.
That's good, dude.
Did you go to Catholic school?
No.
Well, where'd you go?
Regular public school.
Were your parents religious growing up?
My parents were light Quakers.
Quakers. Holy shit.
You know what Quaker is?
The oatmeal, yeah. They love the oatmeal so much they fucking.
They created a religion.
Created a
Yeah.
religion,
We just sit in a circle and we bow to it. And we hum.
Interesting. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Even
I
though
mean-
it has no nutritional value.
No, it doesn't.
No, dude. No.
This is what he learned.
Yeah.
I thought it had
still,
protein.
I still have it in here. No, dude. Fuck. When I was in the surviving off $100 for the thing, I found a bag of oatmeal in here, and I was like, oh, this would carry me on for like fucking like a week.
Yeah.
And I was just eating, and I felt like shit like the third day.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, dude, that has no nutritional value in it.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'm
the
like,
same
no
thing with,
wonder
like,
I'm.
rabbit.
I felt dizzy. Rabbits?
Yeah, rabbits don't have enough nutrient like variety or density to
It just tastes bad.
survive on. No, it tastes good, but
You've had
you
it?
can't just eat rabbit. Like there's other meats you can just eat.
When did you eat rabbit?
No, it's just a thing that I know about rabbit.
Why'd you say it tastes good?
I have had a rabbit at like a restaurant. What do you mean?
Really? Have you? Have you
I've
ever-
no, I've never had rabbit. I've had duck.
I'm really coming off like an asshole.
Oh, you've never had rabbit? In Patagonia, the rabbit is quite delicious.
They drop it off to us in the helicopters.
Don't worry, guys. I was a piece of shit in high school.
Yeah, nail on the head.
No, that's great though, man. I mean, that sounds like quite an experience. Were there lots of other people on the trip?
It was 17 people in total.
Oh wow.
We had like 4 tent groups.
Was there any chicks?
Yeah, but
Anything happen there romantically? Not with you, obviously.
Dude, there was a couple that was hooking up from like beginning to end of the mountain section, those 60 days, which means they were fucking each other with their just. We didn't shower
Dirty.
for 60 days. Dude. I mean, we got into some water, but it's so cold there.
Right.
You don't stay in long, and you're not allowed to use soaps because it can ruin the environment.
Yeah, or,
No
or
drugs,
sunscreen.
no phones, no soap.
Yeah.
The
Or-
rules make less and less sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just no, and then something more.
No
Less-
talking.
less and less relevant.
What? Why?
No sleeping on your side.
Did I hear laughter? Well,
It was fun though.
But you didn't hook up with anybody?
I made out with a lady, a sweet woman.
A sweet woman?
Yeah.
One of the caretakers?
We were a bunch of like, yeah.
This
We're all
w-
wearing helmets.
Yeah.
Um,
This was sort of like a group of other sort of lost soul type people in that midpoint between childhood and adulthood, trying to find themselves.
most of them, but there's not an age cap on Knowles courses.
Okay.
So like,
Oh, you got like the guy that's like the equivalent of the 40-year-old that's like going back to school.
essentially,
Yeah.
the oldest guy on our trip was 27.
Okay. So us.
everybody else was like
Yeah.
18.
And you guys were like, ew. And now that's us.
yeah,
Was that a guy or
Sorry,
a
I
girl?
don't mean to
it was a
keep
guy.
cutting you off.
It was a guy.
No, please. You're great.
I'm just excited that you're here.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
It was a guy named Juanjo. He was one of the.
He's Peruvian?
He was Chilean.
Chilean?
So they give at least one like local. What's it called? What is it like when you go to fucking college and you get like stipends for your like talents or your ethnicity or your
A scholarship.
Scholarship.
I mean, what an ugly name. Was that what the scholarship was for? Sir, we feel so bad for your name is Juanjo. Yeah, dude, have a trip on us, dude.
You don't like Juanjo?
I will say, Grant, I
Did I
thought
say it fucked up?
Ugly name.
I thought
I
you
knew I
knew.
said it
I thought you knew more words. This is this has been scholarship and uniforms. He's like, what is it?
Earlier, he was bragging about
This guy
how
was
many
smart.
books he's read.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't bragging. I was
Yeah,
talking.
he started. He went
brought
over
it-
to the place. He starts perusing. Oh yeah, I read this
He
last
brought
year.
a book with him, too. He said just to look
Where
up what
did
the
you see
word
my book?
and the mean. You took it out of your bag at some point to
Okay, yeah,
show
all
us.
right, I'm dumb.
No.
But,
No, you're not dumb.
I mean,
that is
see,
funny that those are the two words
Yeah.
I just could not.
yeah,
find.
yeah.
But this is good, dude. I think it's better to be dumb and then come off as smart than to come off as smart and then be dumb.
But I'm saying I'm trying. It sounds like I'm trying to come off as. Is that flashing light a problem?
No, we're good.
Okay, sorry.
Jesus Christ, get out of the bag.
Sorry for trying to save the day.
Is that a flashy thing?
You think we don't know what we're doing? Like this podcast has been a mess for the last like 5
It
episodes.
took you 30 minutes to plug in like 3 mics, so
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry if I don't have utmost faith.
Projecting that we don't know what we're doing.
I know, dude. So did you hang out with Hong Kong?
Juanjo was the shit. Because he
Juanjo.
was like, he was a local.
Yeah.
Because one local or a couple locals get a full paid for scholarship
Okay.
every trip
Oh, nice.
to kind of compensate for the fact that it's just a bunch of white kids.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
and he was the guy who got the scholarship, and he had already done a lot of mountaineering and a lot of outdoorsy shit. So he was like a snappy old man sometimes, but
I get
he was
that.
cool.
How far into the mountain range were you guys? Like, how far away from civilization were you guys?
Well, we were in Torres del Paine National Park, which is pretty one of the biggest national parks in Chile,
Okay.
if not the most famous.
Right.
And we were in places where like people aren't allowed to go because we're
Huh.
with these instructors. So
Okay.
I don't know. I'd say that maybe 100 miles.
Oh,
like,
nice.
like we had an injury during the kayaking section
And
that we had to. This girl fell off a cliff. This girl-
what is she, a fucking goat?
Yeah. Apparently not a good one.
Yeah.
But this chick fell off a fucking cliff face. She's fine, by the way. But
I mean, no, yes, yeah, we knew
Yeah.
that. That's why we.
Yeah.
That's why we laughed.
it wasn't. I say cliff because it's funny, but it was only like a 30-foot drop.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so
Pretty
tall.
big.
It's
Damn.
so tall,
20,
dude.
30.
She
That's 3
rolled. She
stories.
rolled it, or she like fell straight.
She hit. There was like a ramp, probably like 8 feet above where the ground was, and she
Okay.
kind of hit that ramp at an angle,
Okay.
and just kind of tumbled and got
Oh,
like
yeah.
creviced under this big fucking log at the bottom. It's kind of like
Oh.
a mousetrap game. The amount of things that went wrong.
Yeah.
And but dude, I remember I was getting firewood on the beach, and I hear this just snap, and then this scream.
Ah,
Have you ever
fuck.
heard pigs get killed?
Yeah,
You know that scream?
I've heard on.
Worse than that, because there's something where you're like, that's human.
Oh god.
And just this wail of a woman.
Mm.
No, she was wailing. She was wailing.
She's
The
a goat.
wail
She's a
of
whale. She's a pig.
She was not.
Have you heard a pig be killed? Well, pictures that, but his woman was fat.
Died like a dog.
Let's just say a whale of a woman. Wow.
Squeal was what I was-
Wow,
Anyway,
dude.
so she breaks her spine.
Oh, no.
I think her C whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
and then,
vertebrae.
Yeah, the coccyx. And then
Coccyx.
she had a compound fracture on her wrist, and a compound fracture is when the bone protrudes from the skin, like it breaks the skin.
Oh.
Do you remember Kevin Ware?
Yes.
That was
I
a-
was just thinking
That
about
was
that
a compound-
injury.
That was a really bad.
What is this?
Compound
What's Kevin
fracture.
The it was in the NBA or the March Madness NCAA college basketball finals.
Yeah.
This dude went up for a 3-pointer.
Dude, I think he
I
just
don't-
took a fucked up step.
I think he might have just taken a bad step. I don't know if he
I
had
don't remember.
possession or not, but his shin snapped in
His
half.
tibia
Oh.
popped out of his front.
Just
my
for
God.
no discernible, like it wasn't even
He
like
needs some milk.
it just it just looked like it wasn't like he got caught in some sort of
But his-
strange
this thing- yeah.
position. It looked
I
like
really hope there's a guy in the crowd who yelled that. He needs some milk.
His bone came out of his leg.
Yeah.
yeah, it was bad.
Did he? When was this?
He came back next season.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think he did much.
I was just thinking about him and like I wonder what he did in his career.
He came back, I think,
Yeah.
like the next season.
Good.
And then but he didn't really do shit.
He
Yeah,
was probably scared too.
It
Take a
looks
That was
step-
college basketball, right?
yeah, it was. It was.
Maybe he was maybe he graduated that year. That would suck.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not in the league, I don't think.
I wonder if did they win that game? I can't even remember.
Who cares? He won the game.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That was like the moment of the year.
I just remember seeing I caught the footage before they weren't show because they won't show shit like that on TV now.
Yeah, but I caught it live. dude.
yeah,
That
I
was-
did too.
That was wild.
And I remember just thinking I was thinking about the other day, like people's reaction in the crowd. I'd never seen anything like that on TV.
those breaks sound there. You can hear them a lot
Yeah.
of the time, and they're very the sound of a bone breaking is really. It's like the scream. You can just pick it out. Your ears
Yeah.
are manufactured to be very sensitive. to
So
that.
you heard of this woman's?
So yeah, she hits the ground and then just starts fucking howling. And what's up?
What do you mean your ears are like we evolved to be more sensitive to that particular sound as
Do you
like
know
a
why
survival
baby
instinct?
screams are so irritating to people?
Why?
We're evolutionarily it's supposed to, so that when we hear it, we react to it quickly.
Okay.
It's tends to that way they can find their child if they lose it, stuff like that.
That's weird because I actually enjoy baby screams.
You're the
well,
next
that's why
evolu-
your people are dying out.
You're the next
I don't
evolution
think
of
so.
man.
No, I don't
People
think
are
so.
evolving the quickest.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just kidding. But
So she falls and breaks her shit, and then the breaks her arm.
So were you like the first one there?
No, honestly, dude, it was. Thank God we had a health a wilderness emergency medicine section of the course.
Okay.
So thank God we had that because she falls, and the fall is big enough to where it's like, okay, she definitely could have broken part of her spine. And
Off.
so this kid who only 2-week course, and this fucking guy, like he's been doing it his whole life, runs up to her, immobilizes her head, and then starts taking vitals. Like it was very impressive. I went,
Nice.
I looked at her, and then I went and got the instructors, and then I got a notepad in my tent
And you
to
drew a-
take vitals.
You drew a picture of her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're like, "This is
She
you."
was like drawing like when he broken his fuck French girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
and some guy made a TikTok. This guy takes pictures of people who just got injuries.
Yeah,
This
but
is you.
anyway, the point of all of that was the
Right.
initial question of how far away were we from civilization.
Oh yeah.
In that instance, we had to hold her head. We took shifts, holding her head, hour-long shifts for 16 hours while we waited for
Wow.
a helicopter to come.
Damn. And then was there any medication? Any Advils? Tylenol?
We had on us,
Ibuprofen?
I think, some type of dissolvable opiate. So you didn't have to swallow it. So it was like melt in your mouth.
Was she like crying or like in pain the entire time?
Once the opiates kicked in, she was pretty cool.
She was good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Was she like cracking jokes and shit? Like that was crazy. Huh?
Dude, this is one of the reasons that I do comedy is I was the first one to make her laugh.
Oh.
And it was my shift to hold her head, and she'd been there for like 6 hours,
Yeah.
and she was cold, and we were just like trapped,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, you really fucked this trip up. And she started laughing her ass off.
Yeah.
And
It's so funny to just
so
imagine this beautiful panoramic view of the nicest place in the world, and then you just see a woman falling off a mountain, screaming like a pig.
and then
she was a badass, dude.
and then you hear Grant go, "What a whale of a woman!"
I did not mean that. Anyways.
Wow, dude. Do you still keep in touch with her?
No, I only keep in touch really with one of the guys that I met there. but,
Juan, whatever his name is?
no, not even Juanjo. Everybody else kind of dropped off after the first 2 years.
Does this girl does she walk?
Yeah, no. She came back for graduation, and she was in a body, like a half body cast.
those hilarious ones, like the ones from like the TVs where like it's like a back brace and then it goes over your head, over your
No,
neck.
Not quite full body sign my cast
Yeah.
level cast, but like
Yeah.
a removable back brace cast.
Wow,
and,
dude.
she was in a cast. In her
You know,
head.
like those hilarious ones where the guy can't walk.
yeah, like the English patient.
Dude, neck brace.
comedy.
Dude, you can't say neck braces aren't hilarious. The guy with the neck brace.
I mean, just not being able to move your neck is funny. For
Yeah,
some
it's
reason.
hilarious.
Dude, my buddy called me up the other day and he was like, I thought of a great bit for you. He was like, like how everyone in a neck brace, like they just look like a fucking douche.
Oh, dude.
I'm not sure they look like a douche.
That's a great
I was like,
premise.
what?
Nah.
And he was like, I guess I'm just thinking of this one
Make
guy
a
that
not joke.
No, that's a great premise.
I think he said not afterwards.
No.
yeah. I was like, I don't know. He was like, just this one guy. Like it turned out like there was just one guy that he hated.
No, I like it, dude. I
Yeah.
like it because the posture is impeccable.
yeah.
You look like that was him.
There's something arrogant about the posture.
Yeah,
even
dude.
if they have a toilet bowl
They
seat
look
on
in-
their head.
Dude, here's the rule: if you have a neck brace, you can't complain about your order of food because
Yeah.
you seem like too much of an asshole. Excuse me, I said no onions. No, dude, there's no way.
You gotta try that one out of the mic. See
Dude,
how it goes.
my mom one time I got in a car accident with my mom and my grandma was visiting from Mexico, so somehow she like hid it from her all day. We fucking got T-boned. The car almost flipped over, and my mom went to the hospital and she sent me to school for some reason, which was really fucked up. And then they like because like she was like I don't know, like in a daze or whatever. She's like, just send him to school.
And
And
your
she was in
grandma
shock.
was at home. Like your grandma
My-
could have taken care of you.
yeah, my grandma. So
Oh, she probably just didn't want your grandma to know.
That's what I'm getting
why.
to.
Yeah.
So my aunt. Welcome to the pod.
I step on the stories, you know? That's what I do.
If that is your job, mission accomplished.
So my aunt picks me up from school and like reunites me with my mom and shit. And my mom, she has like a neck brace, and we're like, dude, it's, and I'm like crying and shit. So we go to the front of the
It's a
house.
funny visual.
We go to the front of the house. It's just me. Yeah, but it's just my mom and like a fucking 6-year-old. She's like, all right, and then she goes, we're gonna have to hide this from your grandma, so don't say anything. Just takes off the neck brace. Dude. We fucking have to pretend like we weren't just in a fucking car accident.
yeah.
How bad was the crash? She had a neck brace.
Yeah, we had to go to therapy for physical therapy.
Yeah.
Do you get? I was in a bad crash one time, and afterwards I got like little flashbacks and got spooked. while
Oh
driving.
yeah.
Did you ever get that?
No, but I do get
I'm
flashbacks
just
of.
a pussy.
Well, no. I've heard of that before. Like a guy was like at a red light and a car like fucking went out of control and hit him.
Yeah.
And he was like, ever since then, he's like, I don't drive anymore. If I stop at a red light and I'm driving, I have a panic attack.
Dude.
So that was to it.
Whoa, that's spooky.
Yeah, dude. What was your bad accident?
I was trying to avoid a deer, and I was going really fast.
Sorry, just the mic or the.
Oh, you heard something?
Yeah, I just heard like.
I'm putting it in.
Go ahead, Grant.
Hello, my name is Grant Moore.
No, you were avoiding a deer.
Yeah, there's tons of deer in Wisconsin, and it was in September during the rut. Wait, maybe not. Maybe that's not September. But anyway, there's tons of deer out, and I was going very fast at night because I used to have a car. that
Keep
was
it over
free
there
to
because
drive.
it's gonna.
Yeah.
No, next to you because it might have feedback and shit. So like if it has feedback, we could hear it.
I think we'll be able to hear it. I think it's good over there.
All right.
Yeah, I think it'll be more feedback over here.
All right. Well.
Okay. Sorry, Grant.
And
Go
would you believe it or not?
Momentum going.
Would
Yeah.
you believe it or not? We don't edit these things out.
Oh boy, that's a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to reach an hour, you know. So
You really want to get me out of here?
yeah, no. Whenever we run out of things to talk about, we just start making up mechanical problems.
Is that your way of like putting the cane around my neck and
No.
yeah,
No.
yeah, the hook. Yeah.
Right. No, so you almost hit a deer.
Anyway, I was going fast.
100
and,
miles.
I was probably going 80 miles per hour.
Yeah, here's what people don't understand. They don't like if you're going 30 miles in a car, that's fucking fast.
It's
dude.
fast.
It's really fast. But
Yeah,
anyways, you're going.
especially considering the sheer weight of the thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean you're going 30 miles per hour, but you're driving something that's what, a ton, like 2,000 pounds,
Yeah.
or is that like a freakishly low weight for a car? I know nothing
That's low.
about cars. Oh, okay.
20 like a Miata is 2,500, and that's like one of the lowest weights for a car. So I think cars are normally about 4,000.
Okay, so I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about in that regard. But anyway, I veer off into the gully. I should have just hit the fucking thing, but I veer off into the gully,
Yeah.
and it's between the roadway and a field, and so they have these land bridges that they put in the gully.
Yeah.
There's a drainage hole, but
Right.
they put that so the tractors can get on the field. I hit that like a fucking ramp,
Oh.
That's hilarious.
and
Dude, like if
it was like literally the car. Maybe I was just fucked up. I wasn't drunk, sorry. Maybe I was just like mentally fucked up
yeah.
because of what was happening. It was so freaky,
Yeah.
but it felt legitimately like slow motion for a little bit.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what it feels
And-
like.
I was a dirt bag, so my car was full of shit, and it just like floated. Some things like floated up for a bit.
Oh shit.
Maybe but it felt like this was happening,
Right.
and then I just crammed into the fucking dirt.
Ah.
And
You ruined some good crop.
I ruined some good crop.
What was
Dude.
it? Soy?
Probably that fucking alfalfa. That's all that anybody grows out there anymore.
Dude,
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the thing about like accidents and shit, 'cause I've been like in two. The thing you notice, the first thing you notice is the smell. I feel like
Of
Yeah,
the poop in your pants.
no, just metal and whatever's burning or just the smoke.
Interesting.
Like for me, like I've been in two
I
accidents.
got a concussion when I hit the wheel because the bag hit and then I bumped again, so I don't really remember.
Oh, the bag
It's
hit.
the smell.
Wow.
You know the bag ejects?
Yeah.
But I hit the ground, bag ejects, and then the
Huh.
back of the car.
Airbag, bag ejects. I never heard that term. Bag ejects.
The airbag.
Yeah, I know.
It
I know.
ejected.
I know. I'm saying.
It inflated.
Bag ejects.
It
Yeah.
ejected.
Are they calling it a bag?
You thought I was calling it a not real word?
Are they calling it a bag ejects?
A bag eject.
I was like, what's
And
a
then the
bag
bag
ejects?
eject saved my
I was
life.
like, that's an interesting fucking way to say airbag.
It's Jex, and it was a whole
so
bag.
you go
of
a
it.
bag ejects.
The bag ejects.
What
Yeah.
angle did you hit the ground, would you say? Like 45
Not
almost?
Quite a 45, but damn near.
That's pretty.
I got
That's
air.
pretty
I
intense.
was going fucking fast.
you
dude.
arched
Yeah.
like in the
I had
air.
a zenith for sure.
Holy shit.
You know how funny it'd be to see that?
Dude, it would be hilarious, and then you get to see my head do like pinball movements. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Yeah.
And then I get up and I'm like, I can't
Just-
find my phone.
Dude, that's some
It
Dukes.
flew out the fucking window because my
Oh.
fucking windows were open.
I mean,
Some-
that's the problem with today is the first after something like that, you're like, where's my phone?
Yeah, to call the police.
call for help.
yeah.
Dude,
I had to wave a dude down. It was
Yeah,
like
no,
2 in the
no.
morning.
No,
that's some
sorry,
Dukes
I'm
of
just
Hazard
kidding.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
You're like in the air.
Yeah.
My boys, did you ever watch that show, Dukes of Hazard?
That's a little bit before my time. Did you watch that show?
No, but I had video games of it, and I don't know what it was.
Video games of the
Yeah.
Dukes of Hazzard.
And yeah, dude, for the Game Boy Color, there was a Dukes of Hazzard video game, and I loved it. And I don't know what the Confederate flag was, but I thought it was so cool because of that game.
Listen,
It is cool.
it's a cool aesthetically looking.
Yeah,
flag.
dude, because like they have that car. What car is it? That orange one.
What is that?
It's a
not
Chevy.
It's a
Not-
Firebird. Is it a Firebird?
No.
I don't know. It's a Chevy. It's some kind of Chevy.
But like in the hood in the video game, it has like the Confederate
Maybe an
flag on the hood, and I'm like, yo, this car is sick.
It's
dude.
a sick car.
Yeah, and it's with the sick flag.
Doesn't the car have a name?
I don't know.
Daisy Duke or something.
That's the lady with
Oh, that's the girl.
shorts.
Okay.
Jessica Simpson in
How?
the remake.
Yeah.
Mamma
Yeah.
Mia.
How? I just want to talk a little bit more about this insane crash that you were in. How much air do you think you got?
I tell people 6 feet because that's funny, but I have no idea. I wasn't outside.
Right.
looking at it happen.
Right. That's a ridiculous question to ask. The only reason I ask is when you were looking at yourself in the car, when you were outside the car looking in at you at the car.
I
No.
just remember watching my lights do like see the sky.
Wow.
So the lights went away.
That's beautiful,
Yeah.
man.
And then I remember watching the ground come into the lights.
How much impact? How far
scary.
away was the impact from the land bridge that
Where I
launched you?
stopped? It's funny. I stopped next to a dead deer.
No, where the main impact happened. Oh, another dead deer.
No, so I
It's
didn't
a-
kill my deer.
No, I know.
Another deer.
Like you missed the deer.
Wait, was
yeah,
it-
I missed
or-
a deer and skidded, crashed and skidded.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I never really paid it. Maybe 30, 40 yards.
Yeah.
It's just a deer that saw what happened and had a heart attack. He's like, the car's flying out. Oh!
I
maybe it was that.
Or maybe you fucking hit Rudolph.
That would have ruined Christmas.
A cute little joke for the kids at home.
great.
that thing totaled.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
But I got full price for it.
How old
No
were you when that
insurance.
happened?
20.
Okay.
20. No. I was 21.
So that was after your big Patagonia adventure.
Yeah.
Couple years
That was
that was the downfall. Literally.
Yeah. Dude, my buddy who called me about the neck brace thing, he told me a story that's similar to yours
Okay.
about
Oh, wood.
it was wood.
Wood. People know wood.
Yeah, it was wood. And also Wood and I were in an insane crash, which I've talked about on this pod. And every time he drives now, I'm like slow
You
down.
get tensed up, dude.
Yeah,
Your body remembers that, and you
Yeah.
have a reaction.
But just him, or
Oh,
I guess
you
maybe everyone,
remember.
because you say like I backseat for you, like backseat drive. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on,
The worst.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll be like kind of.
I
like-
don't backseat drive, but I wanna the whole time. But
Yeah.
I never say it. But
Yeah.
I want to the whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because of that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of planes too.
Are you really?
I've flown, I've flown everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I've been on really bad flights, and for some reason I just can't get over it.
Do you take drugs before you fly now?
No, I think I'm supposed to feel it, so I just feel it.
Oh, that's healthy.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah, you're not denying your body's emotions and
It's
going.
like this is, and plus I've learned to focus around it a little bit. But dude, there's just times when you're like, "Ah!"
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Wait, what were you gonna say about wood? This
Oh,
crash
he
you
saw a wreck. No, it's okay. He saw a wreck similar to your wreck, but it was a 2-lane highway, and the guy went, instead of going on the outside lane, he went inside,
the
and
median.
he towards the oncoming traffic lane, and he hit the land bridge, and he cleared a school bus.
It's Evel Knievel.
Was
Yeah,
it the Dukes of Hazzard?
dude, that was the fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
He for sure got fucked up as shit. When
He
landed.
he popped out immediately and apparently was like drunk. And
That's bad.
his hand was bleeding and he was like pissed. And then the guy like Wood was driving with was like, "Whoa, that must have been bad." Like he thought it happened like an hour ago. And he's
Yeah.
like, "I just saw that shit." He was like, "Yeah, it was bad. I just saw it." And he's like,
That's
"What?
gotta-
What are you
he's
talking?"
Lucky he's alive, man.
Yeah.
That has to be what a thing to witness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He was like, "Oh yeah, that happened." I was like, "Why didn't you tell me about that? Like, why didn't you tell everyone about that
Yeah.
immediately? Like, if that happened to me, like, I'd tell everyone."
Yeah.
But yeah, just crazy accidents. The accident that Wood and I were in, we were driving in the mountains, and we had taken
That can be spooky.
we had taken edibles,
Dumb.
and we were like, "Oh, when are these gonna kick in?" And we were listening to "Who Are You" by The Who. You know,
I
who
know
are
it
you?
is.
Yeah, and he fucking takes a turn. He corners a turn at like probably 60, 50 or 60, catches some gravel on the side of the road, and we start fishtailing pointed towards the mountainside. And he tries to like stay on the road, overcorrects, rolls us, and we go off the mountain upside down. And you know how you were talking about like that moment where you're like, it's like supernatural, where you're in the air and it's like slow motion.
Yeah.
That for us was like, I just looked out of the windshield and it was like the ground, and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. I was like,
Yeah, it's like, have you ever skydove?
no.
Skydived or skydove?
Yeah, no, I never have skydived.
It's not scary because your brain can't process what's going on.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's too ridiculous.
yeah.
Dude, there's this girl that I know that she used to do stand up, and she met a guy, and then she stopped doing stand up, started dating this guy. This is back in LA. She started dating this guy, and turns out this guy's like an extreme sports guy. So now her Instagram stopped being like stand up clips and just started being like white water rafting and shit.
Yeah.
And like skydiving. I was like, holy, I was there. She fucking skydiving? I was like, that's insane. And then every now and then I would see her like fucking her GoPro footage. And then one day I saw on her Instagram she was in the hospital. She broke her back.
How so?
She was a whale of a woman. No.
Dude, I was like, if he made up that whole fucking thing for that
For this.
payoff, Jesus Christ.
No. Her fucking shoe opened too late, or it didn't open right, and she
Yeah.
fucking. And that's
It happens,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, because people are afraid of skydiving because of the things that might go wrong, and people go, what are the odds? No, dude, the only person I personally know that skydives was fucking broke her
Yeah,
neck and back.
You're gonna get fucked up if you do it for long enough. The death rate isn't as high as people would expect,
Right.
but
I think it's higher for surfers, right? Because of the sharks.
well, sharks don't attack that many people.
A guy from my high school got attacked by a shark.
But statistically, they don't attack
I know.
that many people.
Then I know two people that died from low statistics.
Mm.
Yeah,
Skydive
That's
and
weird.
I mean, it's
shark.
bound to happen
She
to
died?
someone.
No,
It's gotta-
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, my
She's fine.
my aunt. I've told this story before, so if you don't want me to tell it, I won't. But
Who
Tell it.
you? This is your first time on the podcast.
On other, yeah.
okay.
We don't really have a lot of rollover podcasts.
I don't even know why I asked that. It was retarded. We'll take that out.
Yeah, no,
But,
we'll stretch it. We'll put that shit in slow motion. Just try to fill time.
my aunt is a really, really interesting woman, and she was skydiving like in the 80s, and
Oh, fun, dude.
the way she found out about it, I can't remember, but basically she heard about it and she said, I'm gonna do that. So she lived in Colorado.
That's when
Wow.
skydiving was kind of coming.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
with
don't
the
want to be in
suits-
the experimental phase of skydiving.
Right.
Well, I mean, we've had parachutes for a long time since there was
Since
World
the
War II.
World War II, yeah.
But free falling was not. They were testing it in that time period, but it wasn't a widely used thing. I mean, there was a lot of guys who died fucking around.
Dude, skydiving fashion in the 80s, beautiful, dude.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
like skiing, but more intense.
Yeah, a lot of pink and green and blue.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like what's that? Tron.
Purple.
It's
Yeah.
Tron suits.
More guts,
Yeah, dude.
less skill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great point.
yeah.
So what
there's
happened?
parachuting teams that can do some pretty intense.
Oh,
shit.
okay, yeah.
So what's up with your aunt?
Anyway, so she said, "I want to do this." She
In the
had a-
80s, I'm guessing she was probably like 20.
Sure, I don't even remember. But
Oh.
sorry, was that rude?
No, not at all.
Anyway, she was sorry. Sometimes I don't hear myself and I end up sounding like a dick.
No.
But anyway, so she heard about skydiving and she decided she was going to do it. She had a boyfriend who knew how to fly a two
Or
engine
two-stroke,
plane.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was like, "Can you take me up?"
She didn't know how to flew Hayabusas up in the sky. But so she had this boyfriend, and then she bought a World War II parachute from a army surplus store.
Oh wow.
And it
So
came with-
she just hit up the people she knew in her life to go skydiving.
yeah, she didn't go to a thing. She just bought the fucking parachute, a used parachute from World War
Jesus
II.
Christ.
So this is a 40-year-old parachute,
Yeah.
and she gets a
that was shot at.
manual. Yeah, it's probably
yeah.
it's probably like
It's
Nazi
already been
scalps.
deployed. Yeah. They just stuffed it back
It
in.
comes with a pamphlet, and she memorizes the pamphlet. And once she feels confident in her knowledge,
Yeah.
her boyfriend takes her up in the plane,
Yeah.
and she jumps out of the fucking plane.
Oh my God.
And she starts to go down. She's got an altimeter it's from World War II. This
Yeah.
altimeter. This thing it's a box this big. It looks like a lunchbox, not like the ones you wear on your wrist.
Oh shit.
And she starts to notice that the altimeter's like she's getting low, And so she wants to have a good berth for error. So she's trying to pull it like 1500.
Right.
And or no, she couldn't pull it. Anyway, she pulls it at a height that's reasonable. I don't know the numbers.
Yeah.
But she goes to pull the thing back
Yeah.
and pulls it and nothing
Oh
happens.
my god.
And
Jesus.
she's like, holy fuck. And she goes
That's when it's skydiving becomes real.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when you get the fear.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
when you're
got the
like, I
fucking
can't
fear.
process this. This is so crazy. And then your
That's when
shit
it
doesn't
becomes
deploy,
real.
and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she pulls it once, it doesn't go. And as she goes to pull it a second time, a gust of wind comes up. And because she's a smaller person,
Yeah.
she's so
It's a
skinny,
midget.
the altimeter, she's a little person.
Yeah.
She was jumping with a literal, like, those parachutes that come on army soldiers. It was bed sheets.
Yeah.
It was an
She's
umbrella.
a smaller person.
It's an umbrella.
Yeah.
Like a Dwayne Reed umbrella.
Yeah,
Not even-
yeah.
She's a smaller person.
No, she's like your height.
No,
Just kidding. She's smaller than you. And she can't really seat the altimeter, and a gust of wind flips it up and bangs her in the teeth.
oh.
And so now she's missing her front teeth, and she's bleeding,
Wow.
and her chute won't come out. And so she starts just going over all her
Did she
information.
swallow her teeth? Or they just went in the
I assume
air?
she didn't. I
Yeah.
feel like that would have she would have mentioned that in the story. But
Right.
She
don't
showed
know,
me her
man.
fake teeth, her front
Yeah. They pop out.
incisors. They're whatever toilets are made out of.
Wait, so what happened?
And anyway, she thinks about like, oh fuck, and she tries to go through her
Her knowledge?
memory,
Yeah.
and then she realizes, wait, I don't have the wingspan of the average man, so I don't have the ability on one pull to pull the chute all the way out.
Mm.
And so she goes for like 2 more yanks, and the chute deploys, and she is like in line with a mountain. So not that far off the ground when the
Wow.
chute deploys, and she just comes down to the ground.
Did she land nice?
Yeah. And then
Holy shit.
like 10 years later, she broke like a bunch of her spine when she was
A
jumping.
bunch of her spine?
Yeah, like a bunch of different vertebrae or vertebra.
Huh? What's
Bray
that?
is the multiple, right?
Yeah, vertebras.
Vertebra is the
Yeah,
singular.
vertebros. Yeah.
Wow.
So she stopped doing it
After
like
that
you
one.
said.
But
But that was
after
her
the first one.
time.
After the first one,
She thousands of jumps.
dude, what
Wow,
a
dude.
crazy
Out of her mind.
I
this
mean-
woman. She's really cool.
I mean,
She's still.
what
She's still with it. I want to write a book about her.
Well, what else does she do now?
She started a bunch of companies that were very successful.
What kind of company?
She was a high level skier when like clothing brand companies.
Oh, nice, dude.
And
What was the brand? Any brand?
you want a brand deal?
Huh? Yeah,
You want a
actually.
brand deal?
Oh no, I'm just so the people
I'd
can
have
look
to
up.
ask her. I don't remember the
Oh.
name of the place, but it was a fairly successful ski clothing brand that
Oh.
she sold to a larger company.
Burden.
Burden.
Yeah, Burton. Is that what it's called?
Birds.
No,
I don't
Burton.
know.
Bur-
I don't know.
Burton?
Yeah.
Yeah, snowboards.
Burton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it wasn't Burden.
Oh.
But yeah, she's a very
Oh.
interesting woman.
That's crazy to
That's sick,
like
dude.
have the mental fortitude to be able to figure out what the problem is when your teeth just got knocked out
I don't have.
and
that.
you're about to.
No, you do, dude.
I bet you do.
No.
No.
We all have that. That shit comes into play when you're like,
I freeze, dude. I freeze a lot of the time. I've had some good moments, but I've had some fucking stinkers too.
What's a good moment that you've had in a moment of peril or conflict?
That time I stepped in on that chick at the who's getting followed on the train.
Oh yeah.
That
What?
was-
No, what
that was
happened?
the big one.
what happened with this story? I don't know about this.
Do you guys want to tell the story? I feel like I've been.
No,
talking
no, I don't know.
No,
No, you tell. You're the guest.
dude. We've been doing too many pods, and we don't have shit to talk about
I was
anymore.
coming back from Columbus Circle, and I'm on the train. It's daylight, so the train's packed. It's on a Saturday,
Right.
and I'm minding my own business, and then this fucking Irish lady walks by me and goes, "Get the fuck away from me! I told you fucking this many times."
To
now."
you?
I thought to me. She was looking
Oh.
past me though, and I like look at her and I go, "Oh, she's just out of her fucking mind."
Right.
And then following behind me from the same place she came is this guy, like 5'9", and he's in like a jacket and jeans, and he goes up to her as she goes to the opposite end and holds onto the thing, and he holds onto the same thing,
Oh.
and she's like, "Get the fuck away from me! I told you, get away from me!" She switches to the other side of the cart, and he follows again, and he grabs the same
Wow.
support beam, and everybody just watched it happen.
Yeah.
And so she's talking to him, yelling him to fuck off, and I took him by the shoulder, and I spun him towards me, and I was like, "If she tells you to get away from her, you get the fuck away from her."
Oh shit.
and
What?
he was like, I don't know if he was like mentally retarded or something, but like,
Oh,
what's the
you-
proper way to say it?
You bullied a retard.
Well, no,
No, I'm just kidding.
But he was something. There was something very off about him.
He was he was
I couldn't
mentally.
tell if he was just like mentally ill.
He
or
was
like he was
mentally ill.
mentally like immature,
Regressed.
regressed. Yeah.
Well, no, imbecile.
Imbecile.
Yeah, this was
I think imbecile.
Mongoloid.
Mongol. You just keep going back and back.
yeah.
A freak of nature.
Ape brain.
But he kept repeating himself. He was like, "Oh, I didn't mean this. I wasn't being disrespectful. I wasn't being."
He was saying
disrespectful."
that?
Yeah, he kept saying that.
Maybe he was on drugs.
Yeah. Maybe
You ever
that's
seen
what it
someone
was.
take so much acid they just get cut in a loop of what they're saying?
Dude, I don't know if it was acid, but he was probably drunk or on drugs because he
Yeah.
wouldn't. His eye contact was 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like he was like he didn't see you when he was looking at you. And then I go, yeah, you are being disrespectful. Blah blah. I tell him to fuck off again, and I keep a watch on him. And then
Where was the lady at this point?
she's behind me, so
Okay.
I moved him to the other side,
Yeah.
and she was behind me now.
Okay.
And so then he tries to get by her again, and what's up?
No, you're good.
He tries to get by her again, and I had to push him off again. And so at the next stop, she gets off the train, and he just kind of waits. And as I'm waiting, I'm about to sit down.
Yeah.
Before the doors are about to close, he jumps out
Wow.
of the fucking doors. And so I jumped up out of my seat, knocked my fucking head on those goddamn bars
Oh,
yeah.
above, and I get out right before the doors close.
You've tried to French Connection you.
Yeah,
You ever seen
dude,
that?
I haven't seen that movie. But
Yeah,
I
that's
bet
what it.
that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
reference.
yeah. I bet that's applicable.
I bet that is a good
yeah,
reference.
yeah.
Anyway, so I jump out and then I start screaming at him. I tell him what the fuck is wrong with you. And the lady operating the
Rude.
trains.
See if he was if he was like Down syndrome. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, he wasn't down.
People are like this guy's an asshole.
But
So the lady operating the trains.
and the lady operating the train sees this and stops the train and reopens the doors.
Yeah.
And so I tell the Irish woman, I'm like, "Ma'am, get back on the train." And he's the doors start to close and he tries to jump back on again. And so I just put him back and I said, "If you don't go up the stairs right now, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." And he
Whoa.
went, "These stairs?" And I went, "Yep." And then he goes, "Oh, thank you." He said, "Thank you," and then he
Yeah.
walked up the thing.
Ooh, that guy
Wow.
was something was missing in that guy's head.
Dude, he was off.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Manners.
He was being quite rude.
He was a real fucking.
Wow, there's good old fashioned family values, Frank.
Well, there you go, Grant. Huh?
Yeah.
That's one, but then I've had others where I fucking froze up.
Do you have one that you'd like to reference?
When I didn't hit the fucking deer, I
Uh,
freaked out.
Oh
Right.
yeah, but I mean, that's such a.
Well, you save the deer's life.
they
and
always
save your
say you
life.
gotta hit the
Fuck
dog.
a deer, dude.
No.
I had a nice car. I had a Jetta.
Oh, what year? I've only had Jettas.
Really?
Yeah.
Great cars. I
Yeah.
mean, they're
No,
just-
well, I mean, they fucking when they break, you're fucked.
What
dude.
about this?
Yeah, yeah, dude. I've ruined.
I never had a problem with
I've
my
had
Jetta.
3 Jettas, dude.
Mine was a 2013. It was
No.
a stick shift. It's
Oh, beautiful.
great.
Yeah.
And then I got a GTI after that.
Oh.
And that was the best car
I mean, oh.
in the
Let me try to not act jealous.
Do you like GTIs?
Yeah, they're the shit,
They're
dude.
so sweet.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean, they handle so well. The weight
Right.
displacement with their boxing it. I love that fucking
Dude,
car.
yeah,
And they're
well-
quick. And you can get them tuned and get like an extra 115 horsepower for like not that expensive.
Yeah, you go even higher on the ramps, dude.
Yeah, if you had that shit, you'd have died.
dude, back on
Damn.
dude on the subway shit. So you know how that happened to you when you like intervened and shit.
Mhm.
The one time, dude, there was like kind of by Columbus Circle too.
Mhm.
It was like uptownish and shit. I got off the train. I was walking to West Side Comedy Club, and a guy's about to get on the train. The homeless lady gets out, fucking spits on the guy, and then the guy goes, "Oh!" He was like a gay guy, so he's screaming in a feminist manner, and it was hilarious.
Feminish.
And that's it.
Not
dude.
not quite
Yeah.
feminine.
But I mean, and it's almost like that where I ask myself, what would Grant Moore do?
yeah.
You know, and then
Punch that gay guy.
Ask
I would
questions
not have.
later.
I would not have.
dude, but like this girl, this homeless lady was a real life fucking Harley Quinn, cause she was literally just she had a stuffed and a fucking bunny toy, a stuffed bunny,
Okay.
And she was like skipping around, spits on a guy, laughs, hops in the train, and the train leaves. And this homeless guy's like, he can't believe it. And then he,
The guy was also homeless?
no, the guy was just gay. And then he looks at me and Matthew. I was with Matthew Silver, and then Matthew Silver goes, which he essentially looks like another fucking homeless person. So he like runs up to this guy, and then the guy freaks out at Matthew, and then he goes, "I'm sorry that happened to you."
Why would he do that?
I don't know. They just freaked him out even more. And I was like, just let's go, dude.
Just a nightmare day for this guy.
Spit on him by a
Everyone
homeless.
just leave me
Spit on
alone.
and then another one spooked me.
Yeah, they look like a team,
I think it
dude.
felt haunted.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he thought it was
But
sarcastic.
it's crazy because like, what are you doing in the situation? What are you gonna go and tell the cops? Like, cops gonna be like, "Yeah, welcome to New York,
He
asshole."
spit on me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
are we gonna do? Hunt her down?
Yeah,
Right,
dude.
yeah.
And then what? And then what? And then what? Take her bunny? No,
Spit
dude.
is
I guess.
spit is tough
Probably
because
heroin
it's
in
so egregious, but it's not a crime, so you can't really take it as assault.
It has to be a crime.
Is it a crime to spit on people?
I bet it's a minor.
It's an
crime.
assault. Yeah,
Okay.
dude. It's
Yeah.
one time.
Because you shouldn't be able to do that.
No, and you're probably right. It's probably a crime.
Dude, one time in a soccer game, me and this guy were about to get into a squirrel, and we both got up, and I fucking spit on the floor, and I went to go square up, and he fucking spit. So he started spitting on the floor too, and then he spit on his like leg, and then it was next to my bench, and we all just started dying laughing at him.
Comedy saves.
Yeah, and then that was that.
Yeah.
But spit, dude. You know I couldn't spit, jump over it, and land on the floor before my spit does. Have you seen me do that?
I don't even know what that says about you.
Dude, it's I figured this out, dude. It means I'm a very athletic person.
I think that means that your spit is there's something toxic in it. If it's floating,
Yeah. It's too arid.
sounds like
that even
sounds
possible?
like fucking jealousy to me, dude.
no, it's
No,
not.
dude. When the pod is over, we'll do it, and you're gonna spit on yourself if you try it.
So you spit upwards?
No,
or you
no.
spit-
I spit ahead of me. I run. I jump over it, and I land before it does. And I've done
like
this.
a boogie boarder.
Dude, I've done this many times in front of people, and people go, "I can do that," and they all spit on them. He spit on himself trying to do it.
I did. I was like, that's stupid. And he was like, do it. I was like, nah, it's dumb. I won't do
I can't tell you how excited I am to see this.
it. I'm not a good spitter.
I haven't done it in a while, but we'll
Dude,
see.
I'm not a good spitter either.
I can't
it
do like
hurts
a
me. I feel like less of a man because I, can't do that.
because you can't.
Oh, I
yeah.
can't do that either.
When I used to chew, I
You-
could do it because I have a lot of.
I was gonna say you
chewing
look
on
like a guy that could go.
I thought
I
you
can't
could
do
spit
that.
because I saw that you spit on your camera in that one video.
I can do the squirt, but I can't do the just solid.
Oh, yeah.
bullet one.
Oh,
what
yeah.
video was
That's
that?
like
I know what you're
man
talking about.
He's social media.
He spit on a video.
He's like, hey, I'm social media. All your
Oh.
friends are doing better than you. Yeah, that one was
Oh
funny.
yeah, dude, that one
Yeah.
turned me on.
Yeah.
Good. That was the intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get anyone hit you up off that?
Gay guys. Only
Okay.
people in my DM are gay guys that look
Really?
like me. It's very strange.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, all people in my DMs are people that want to start doing stand up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
I know-
That's like a high compliment.
I know, dude. I
Tell
gave.
them not to though, because there's already too many.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. I know, but I mean, it's like foam. Only like the cool rise. You know. I mean, not the cool. Dude, this is what I
The
like about.
good
This is what I like about social media.
cream.
Yeah, this is like what I like about social media. It's like now anybody can do it, but like to have like
That's the worst
real
part,
to have
yeah.
like but to have like real longevity, it's like you have to be like legitimately fucking have a good work ethic, be good at it, and like really be in love with it. Because there, like, you see people come and go who just
What couldn't you say that about?
no, I guess everything,
Yeah.
right? But I'm saying with social media now, people are like, oh no, there's too many comments, there's too many this, there's too many that. It's like, yeah, well, there's too many that we know of now, dude. But also now, like, we hold the key to our own success.
Damn, he really does get conservative once you just start sitting in the van.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm here.
He starts telling you to pull yourself up by your
Oh
bootstraps.
yeah, you didn't know this guy was a staunch capitalist, the guy who lives in a van.
Sometimes I park it in the
He's not
woods.
big on the social programs.
I didn't realize I was getting into the Atlas Shrugged
Yeah.
van.
What a right
Yeah.
turn, huh?
No,
Yeah,
but that's
thank
awesome
God.
that you think that.
You don't think that?
I don't know, man. I really fluctuate.
Yeah.
I don't. Sometimes I feel like yes, the fruits of your labor, but other times it is. It does seem so. The trend base of social media is so fast acting,
Mm-hmm.
and the sheer amount due to the high access, like
Yeah.
there's no way to not drown. It feels like quicksand. I don't know that, but it's a
Yeah, only if you look at it that way, dude. Nobody else that's not in our fucking world sees it that way. People are just picking up their phones on their lunch break going, oh, that's good. I like this guy. And follow. But to us, we're like, oh, fuck, this guy's doing that. That guy's doing that. Oh, this guy's fucking doing this now. Shit, do I gotta do that? So
it's also the people looking at it too. It just feels like it sucks us in and it sucks us away from something that I don't think is good for us.
yeah. No, I agree. It's very
Like,
it's
we're always
unhealthy.
entertained. That's not good.
No, yeah, that's true.
And I think it has big repercussions for society, especially with like interpersonal connections. I thank God every day that I'm a comedian because the community is amazing. It's why I
Yeah.
like rugby
Right.
because it was never about getting my fucking head knocked in. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude.
It's about the community. We see our friends every single day.
We have a great social life.
We have the best.
We have an amazing.
You don't
Yeah.
make. That's why you make $60,000 a year if you're really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the rest
if
of your
you're
life,
someone that I am seethingly jealous of,
yeah,
you make $60K.
you're amazing. You make
Yeah.
you make a DC teacher salary.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I'll accept that trade off any day, dude.
But
yeah.
but that's beautiful
Yeah.
to me. But I don't know. I think I'm going.
I've
in
talked
multiple
to
directions.
I've
No.
talked to friends of mine who they're getting to this point in life where they're kind of like clinging on to our friendship a lot because they feel
It's the
like
last.
that they're having it's like the last bastion of like childhood or whatever.
These are friends who are living normal lives.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and it's like I think for some of them it's because they're not making new friends.
Mm-hmm.
They're just holding on to their friends that they've made because they're not still going into new places to meet new people with
We're constantly
eclectic minds.
expanding our friend group.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I'm like I can't relate to that because here is like it's like we're still in school. It's sick.
Yeah.
We're
Like
babies.
yeah.
We're babies doing
Yeah.
a baby thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta understand him because I just never wanted to grow up, and I'm doing a goddamn good job of it, dude.
Yeah.
Peter Pan,
Oh my
baby.
god, yeah, dude, that's what I call it. I call it the Peter Pan mentality,
Really?
dude. And then I was house sitting for Josh for like a week, right?
Yeah.
And I think I had like a show that night or whatever. So I wake up like at noon, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, what I gotta do? I was like, I got this show at 8. I was like, I put on some SpongeBob. Laid in bed, dude. Ate breakfast. I was like, oh, this is
How
why.
is this the guy who's like, if you work hard
Yeah.
and you apply yourself?
Dude, that's why I work so hard is to do that, dude. To wake up at noon and watch fucking SpongeBob, dude.
That's beautiful.
That's the there's,
I could cry.
dude. That like that's and then that's when I remembered. I was like, I've been working too hard. This is why I do this because I need to wake up at noon and watch.
I need to be the idiot that I am.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, and I need to wake up, watch cartoons all morning. This is why, dude. Because sick
Dude,
days.
I'll watch like 3 movies in a day and I'm like, let's go do a mic. I don't have a fucking brand deal. You're at least making money from this shit. I'm losing money and I'm still like, yeah, all the Sopranos.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Again.
please.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Dude, I
You
love
pick
it.
up
dude.
more the second time.
I love it so much.
I
dude.
love it so much. Like, that's what I'm saying about this thing is so, like, what you're doing in this fucking van is so cool. Because you are absolutely to the fullest accepting all the gives and takes of this pursuit and you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I love it.
That's why I love the van.
Thank
Remember
you.
when we were driving back
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, dude, I really look up to you. The fact that you just like dropped everything and you moved
Yeah.
out to New York and you're like investing in yourself this way.
Yeah.
Like I'm jealous of that bravery. And you were like, you did the same thing.
Yeah, dude, I was like, that's literally all of our friends. Everybody we know left their home, left their jobs. Some of us have degrees.
Sold everything. I have I have 2 degrees.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I was like, the only difference is that I'm just cheap. I didn't want to just pay rent.
No.
So it's
but
more-
the trucker thing is cool.
Yeah,
That's a cool. That had to be a cool experience. Or am I romanticizing it?
no, it's fun for a little bit, but it's definitely for a lonely life.
Very solitary.
Yeah, it's very for somebody who doesn't care much to have friends.
But you.
I'm a
need-
very social person.
Yeah, yeah. You need friends.
Yeah, but that's it, dude. The podcast is over.
That's it.
Oh shit, that was a lot of fun.
That was, man. Thanks so much. I think there's so much about you that like we haven't talked about.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't need to do everything.
Yeah, I know, but like you're just like, I mean that carried for an hour easy, but you
Yeah.
should
Well, I
come.
do
You
the
should come
radio
back
show
on.
for 2 hours.
Yeah, you should come
Yeah.
back on sometime.
Please.
I wish we could.
Can I say my socials?
Yeah, of course. And you got the sophomore slump.
Jesus Christ, I don't know when this is fucking coming out, but if you
In 2
buy,
weeks.
Let's put this one out first.
All right,
I'll
episode
s-
73.
I'll suck
Oh,
your
yeah.
dicks.
Yeah.
Because sophomore slump at room 52, 212th East 52nd Street, 8 p.m. Please go to Eventbrite and buy tickets and come.
The date?
What?
What's the date?
Oh, what month is it?
It is September.
Jesus
We're in
Christ.
the
September 30th.
Okay.
Sophomore slump comedy. Please come. I will blow every single piece of person that comes through that fucking hallway.
Ooh.
And Grantmore 23 on Instagram.
And you're going to
and,
post the flyer on your
yeah,
Instagram, yeah? All right, so
Yeah.
just,
Okay.
follow him. He's going to post a flyer.
Please, please, please. And thank you guys so much for having me. This was a blast.
Thanks for coming on,
we'll-
man.
We'll for sure have you back on. You're a new fan favorite. As a fan of this podcast, you're a fan favorite.
A real piece of work.
Real piece of work.
Check it out.
Sketches.
We do sketches every Friday.
Oh, shit. I'm going to be
The
in
sketches are great. I'm going to say that right now.
Thanks,
I
man.
don't compliment people very much.
Thanks.
I love your guys' sketches.
Thank you,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Appreciate it. Wait, I'll be in California for 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks. Anybody out there, have me on your thing. Or come say hi to me. I'm very lonely. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
This has been
Episode 73 now, right?
episode 73.
73 of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah. No.
Are you calling me a racist?